Back in 1995, Hyundai unleashed on the world the Accent to replace the XL. It did well, it sold well, but as far as reliability was concerned at the time, it wasn't that great. In 1998, the car underwent a little facelift. In 2000, again the same thing. But now, in 2006, the Accent has its own real personality. It's actually, the new design really removes it from the previous Accent, and I think that was done on purpose, perhaps to eliminate the memory of the previous Accent. For 2006, at the moment, only the sedan is available. The 3-door hatchback has just been unveiled at the Montreal Auto Show, and a 5-door hatchback should be available a little bit later on in the year. Under the hood of this car is a 1.6-liter, 110 horsepower engine, which in itself is actually quite good, peppy, zippy, and everything. There are two transmission choices. It's a 5-speed manual, or in this case, in my GL tester with the power package, which retails for $16,245, by the way, is a 4-speed automatic. I have to say, unfortunately, that's the weakest part of this car. The transmission is slow to react. The gearing is spaced out for better fuel economy. However, it really ruins the acceleration and robs the life, literally, out of the small engine. Otherwise, the car is actually enjoyable to drive. On the highway, it's fairly stable. It's not that bad. The brakes are good. I really like that. And what I do like is the absence of ABS brakes, but that's just me. Steering is pretty heavy in the city, so it's good on the highway, but it requires a little bit more effort than perhaps another subcompact car, such as the Yaris that I drove not too long ago. The cabin of the Accent is actually fairly airy and comfortable. The fit and finish of all the materials is actually quite good. It's a notch above the previous model, which was still reasonable. The use, or the plastics used inside the cabin of the car, are pretty good. They look good. That's mainly the point. Although when you do touch them, you realize that they're still fairly hard. But in an economy car such as the Accent, you have to expect that. And this is still maybe not a Honda or Toyota, but it's really, really close. The seats are reasonably comfortable. Support is pretty good. In the rear, there's also a fair amount of leg room for those that are not, say, over 6 feet tall. Now, the HVAC controls are pretty simple to use. 3 rotary knobs, the usual. Radio is single DIN type, also very simple to use. There's nothing spectacular about it, but again, the key word here is functionality, and the Accent really, really does very well when it comes to that. Steering wheels, fair grip. The driving position may not be that great. The seat is height adjustable. However, I don't know, I still feel like I'm sitting high even though the seat is in its lowest position. There's nothing particularly wrong with the car. I'm glad that Hyundai is able to deliver a cabin like this that is fairly comfortable, because when you're driving it and you're sitting inside the car, you don't actually feel like you're driving a subcompact economy car. So the feeling overall is pretty good. First and foremost, you have to realize that the Hyundai Accent is really a basic mode of transportation. And if you look at it that way, that's basically, and that's really what it is. And the fact is that it does it very, very well. The car is generally well assembled. It's easy to live with. It's reasonably economical as far as fuel consumption is. The base price, $13,995, is really one of the most attractive points of the Accent, even though the top of the range, as far as the Accent is concerned, is $17,645. Perhaps that's where it may lose out to, say, the new Honda Fit, the Yaris, and a few other ones. Overall, though, I have to say, it's a nice car. It should be reliable. The 2000-2005 car was much better than the previous 5 years. It's got a great warranty. One of the best selling points about this car